Camilla and Ryoma are both extremely powerful units on their own, for their own specific reasons. But when you combine the two of them together, their potency can completely break the game. These two are the ultimate pairing in Fire Emblem Warriors, letting you topple the greatest of all challenges in the entire game with ease. The footage you're watching right now was taken from the final stage of the Together to the End scenario in History Mode at difficulty level 54. This run took 8 minutes and 41 seconds to complete. Camilla has the best wave clear ability in the game, letting her rack up high KO counts as she zooms around the map without a second thought. Her ability to duel enemies is fair, but the late game enemy commanders can prove to be a speed bump on her dragon riding conquest. Even with her ability to generate warrior gauge reliably, it'll still take time for her to chunk a commander. This is when you need to begin considering saving your duel specials to nuke a high priority target. Since dual warrior specials scale with the skill stats, Ryoma is an exceptional pick. This is because his skill, strength, and luck stats are among the highest in the entire roster. Not to mention, his combo 6 is a fantastic tool for building up warrior gauge, provided you can put him in the middle of a giant crowd to use it. Thanks to his high luck stat, he can use Luna and take advantage of its ability to rapidly reduce enemy defense. This is an invaluable tool against the sword users that neither of them have an advantage over. Since Camilla builds warrior gauge faster than anyone, and is able to do so while heading straight for the next objective, you should reserve all yellow jars that you find dropped from enemies or in jars for Ryoma, quickly tagging him in and out to keep the pace moving, since Camilla can move down much faster. Since they're both part of different parts of the weapon triangle, Camilla can easily dispatch any of the spear users that give Ryoma pause, and conversely, Ryoma can be called on in the middle of Camilla's combo 5 for a quick and easy critical hit against axe users. These two complement each other exceptionally well, because any weaknesses that one has is easily patched up by the other. Ryoma has great single target damage, and the highest potential for the power of his warrior gauge, while his wave clear is relatively slow in comparison to most warriors. On the other hand, Camilla has impressive crowd control and can reach objectives faster than anyone else, while maintaining a high kill count. Whenever you see a high-value target with this duo, such as an enemy commander or a resilient captain, switch into Ryoma and use his dual special. Because he has one of the highest skill stats in the game, most commanders will go from full health to 0 in a single go. As for the ones that survive, it's better to just save your time and expend another bar, since Camilla and Ryoma can build gauge very quickly. What you're watching right now is seeing both characters being tagged in only situations where they can truly shine. When it's time to take on the forts and spear users, Camilla's axe makes short work of anyone that stands in her way, and her running strong attack ensures that she'll always have warrior gauge to spare. Usually, she can quickly dispatch of any magic users or archers with a couple of slams or a combo 5. Take note, all of Camilla's lengthy combo animations can be cancelled by tagging in Ryoma, letting you continue the onslaught and potentially lower the enemy defense with Luna. Because of the absurdly high rate of meter build-up, some of it can also transfer to her partner. But once a powered up commander shows up, or if a tough shadow unit comes around, it's Ryoma's time to shine. He may not be of the assassin class, but he functions like one. As Camilla, you can quickly access resources like warrior or awakening gauge, and invest them into Ryoma so that he can make use of his impressive stat spread. In terms of skill crests, Astra is a highly recommended choice for both characters to keep with the fast-paced nature of the game. As it happens, Astra is also Ryoma's skill. Speaking of which, Trample is Camilla's skill, and is recommended for both of them since most of the enemies you'll be finding will be unmounted. Since pairing up is the focal point of this video, Solidarity, which is Robin's skill, is worth considering, since it provides a passive boost to both Vanguard units, which you'll be switching between constantly. Now, Ryoma's stats are very high, sky high even, and you can push them even further with either the skills of Celica for luck, Lissa for strength, or Takumi for skill. I recommend taking 2 of the 3 to make room for Luna, an extremely useful skill to have considering how high Ryoma's luck skill is. Camilla also enjoys a boost to her strength and skill stats, since she is a primarily physical fighter, and you'll be looking to maximize the damage of your dual specials. Fire Emblem support system is one of the most powerful mechanics in the game, if not the most. It's able to do things like increase the stats of paired units, or protect the Vanguard from all damage on an extremely short cooldown. This also allows you to get a free stun gauge setup. There's no reason to not pair up units together in my opinion, because the biggest advantage of having a partner is the dual warrior special, letting you expend 2 bars of warrior gauge for both characters to nuke a large area for excessive damage. The best units to pair with each other would require looking at a combination of factors. First of all, take a look at the unit's skill stats, which is what things like critical strikes and warrior special scale with. Also consider the strength or the magic stat, which affects the damage the unit does when you either call them in for support or you tag them in. Also consider the weapon class, which should ideally complement the Vanguard. For example, if you're an axe user fighting against a sword user, calling in the support of a spear user will give you the advantageous stun, the yellow meter, letting you do even more damage and a more powerful critical animation that has an AoE. Of course, just because Camilla and Ryoma are the best combination, it doesn't mean they're the only combination. You as the player are more than free to experiment and explore the potential synergy that the many members of Fire Emblem Warriors have hidden within the roster. There is so much potential out here, and as more patches and more characters get released in future DLC, the potential can only go higher.